Hi everyone, welcome to Soul Path Guided Tarot. Today we're going to do a pick a card about what opportunities and potentials are coming towards you. There's been a lot of personal readings that I've been doing regarding future opportunities, what's ahead, that sort of thing. So I thought I would do a pick a card for that. So today we're going to have 3 different choices, okay? And I chose images from a really interesting tarot deck that is no longer in print, but I have a copy of it and it's really, really, really pretty. All right, so here's our first card. This is pile 1. This is your choice. This is abundance. For pile 2, this is your second card. This is the lovers. And for pile 3, this is our third card, and this is the star card. Okay, so we have 3 different choices today. So let's all take a moment, take just a deep breath, let it in and out slowly. I always ask that you clear the energy that you came to this reading with just for a few moments, and we'll intuitively choose pile 1, abundance, pile 2, the lovers, or pile 3, the star. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated and welcomed. I do reply to everyone. If you need to reach me for any reason, questions, comments, suggestions, or personal reading, my email is listed in the box along with the timestamps for each of the piles. Let's get started. Hi, pile 1, this is your choice. This is abundance. This is the number 3. So in traditional tarot, this is going to be the Empress energy, okay? So ruled by Venus. So very positive, powerful energy about the things that we are trying to connect with, align with, bring into our awareness, bring into our life, be a part of. So what I love about this image, this whole deck is a starseed vibe. So if you resonate as a starseed, you may resonate with some of the images. But you see that her arms are like wide open, right? Just open. And this is about her kind of recognizing the infinite power of love in the greatest form, as well as connecting with our emotions and our internal energies so that we can bring forth what it is that we want as an extension of Creator, okay, which is what we all are. We also see the number 3, which is a powerful number in numerology. It's a lot about manifesting, but it's also about the dynamic energy within that number, okay? So it's kind of like go forward with explosive energy, move forward without fear, recognize that anything can be possible. Think about the things that can be birthed, or in some instances rebirth, right? Maybe we need to redo something. Maybe we need to try something. Maybe we need to bring something back to life. So this is the mother card. This is the card of harvest and bountifulness, abundance, as it says here on this card. But it's also about flow. So whenever we see water, water always represents our emotions, okay? So it's the flow of our energy. It's the flow of our emotions, how we utilize, connect with, and integrate our emotions as we move forward. It's a lot about love, creativity, and as I mentioned, birth. Okay, so this is a really beautiful card. And again, it's ruled by Venus. So Venus is about anything that we want to have more of in our life, that we want to create. It's the card of abundance. It's a card of connecting with the things that, bring us great joy and happiness. All right, so let's see, what do we have there? So your first card out is Karma, which in this deck is Judgment. Then your second card is the Six of Orbs. Then we have the Four of Flames. So this Six of Orbs is the Six of Swords. Then we have the Four of Flames, which is the Four of Wands. The Tower, Alchemy, which is temperance in traditional tarot. Okay. Pile 1. You have 3 major arcana. So we have Karma, and that is Judgment. Okay. which is Pluto energy, which is a call to deep transformation. And that's why we see this lotus here, right? Lotuses always emerge from the depths, the murky depths, right? And what's interesting is we also have the Tower, which is a real need for a shift, or a current shift or transition is taking place, that there has been something that has been uprooted or that will be uprooted or changed, right? Because here we have alchemy, which is the need for change. This is temperance. This is about restoring balance and bringing things into harmony. So for many of you, the struggle that you've had with regard to reaching some state of abundance has been because there's been a real imbalance in your life. And some of you may have felt like you've been stuck in this karmic loop, right? And that you've been trapped because you have karma here in the Tower, and the feeling of abundance, it has been eluding you, right? It's just like out of reach. You haven't been able to grasp that. But what's amazing when we see this card is that you've got the Six of Orbs here, the Six of Swords. So this is spirit that comes in to assist, to move us on, to bring us towards some state of harmony and balance, because that's what the universe is always looking for us to move into, a state of wholeness, right? And then we have the Four of Flames, which is the 1111 card. It's the master card of when we shift our awareness, when we move into a state of awareness, when we begin to see the things that have happened in our lives or the things that we're experiencing and that the hold it has on us, and we start to think outside of the box because we've got judgment here. With that greater sense of consciousness, we start to see glimmers of ideas, or we start to get intuitive hits, we start to get guidance, we start to see synchronicities, we start to see kind of like little insights into, if I step this way, or if I try this or I try that. That's all spirit trying to lead you out of this Tower moment. Now, some of this Tower moment might actually be some kind of collapse. It might be some tearing down of something, the loss of something, but it can also be you just having kind of that light bulb moment where you're just starting to understand. You're starting to see things in a way where you think, maybe if I do this and then try this, I can move towards something that is more abundant. It'll open doors for me. Because this Four of Flames is about everything being in harmony and balance, so that you begin to experience the abundance of this card. This card is always about bringing beautiful things into your life, material things like homes, jobs. This is beautiful connections with people and partnerships that may help you build upon something. This is finding a sense of being grounded and connected. Your self-worth and your self-reflection is starting to be a little bit more of what and who you really are versus what's been projected upon you. All right, and these things, these shifts in energy, all move us into a state of abundance. So for some of you, this is definitely about moving towards a new home, a better place to live, a safer place to live, a bigger place to live, your first place to live, being able to afford that, okay? Being able to move your family somewhere. For some of you, this is about you having gone through a lot of healing and you having a better sense of self. And so now you're ready to reach for those jobs that you normally would have maybe held yourself back on. And you have opportunities. So there might be interview opportunities. There might be opportunities to get in front of somebody within your own organization. Many parts of the world are really struggling with inflation and different problems with the economy. And this is, for some of you, an opportunity for you to believe in yourself enough to create something where you can start to make some additional money to support what you're already doing in your current job that will eventually end up like an entrepreneurial type position. But there are huge universal shifts coming in to help you move into abundance, because your center card is the Four of Flames. Okay, so very positive energy about moving into something. For some of you, this is going to be about partnering with someone to help you do that. And for some of you, your partner in life, your significant other in life, is going to be in a position where they can start to improve their financial situation. So maybe the both of you, okay? But this karma card is about healing, overcoming, having a greater sense of your own purpose, okay? It doesn't have to be divine purpose as you sometimes refer to it, but it can just be your purpose. Like, what is my purpose? What should I do? What can I do well? How can I bring more abundance into my life? The first part is recognizing what needs to go. The second part is working with spirit to move on and transition that energy into empowered energy and greater sense of consciousness, which drives everything, the material world, the spiritual world, all of it, okay, towards that Venus energy. You know, and some of you might have felt like you've been in this really difficult situation where you can't get above water to breathe for very long. That's because this tower has been lingering for a long time and you haven't really been willing to make the changes or recognize truly that the changes need to be made. So the spirit comes in with this abrupt upheaval, right? This epiphany to say, no, now is the time, and we're gonna push you. We're gonna make you move on this. All right, so we have Osprey, your success is now at hand. Allow the abundance to flow to you effortlessly. So now we have abundance not once, but twice. So whenever spirit works with the same kind of message with different decks, this is spirit always trying to prove a point that, you know, with some changes in energy, because we all kind of have to take ownership of that, but with some changes in energy along with some changes in universal energy, now is really the time for you to step into something that's really abundant. Okay, and then you also got Hummingbird. Release what you've been carrying and lighten up. New joy is on the way. Okay, so this is beautiful. So first of all, hummingbirds always represent happiness. The other thing is release what you've been carrying. This tower energy is very heavy, dense energy. And sometimes we hold on to that energy. It sits in our subconscious. It sits in our sacral chakra, which is all about creativity. It sits in our solar plexus about, you know, this is what I believe about myself. And this is where the alchemy needs to come in, the transition, the changing of opposites, right? From one thing to the other. So if you have been feeling insecure or fearful, this is spirit asking you to release some of that because there's so much energy around you to move into an abundant state. Any kind of abundance that you would see in your material world is within your grasp, right? But sometimes our old experiences and fears hold us back, and I've been there myself. So no judgment here. All right. And then we have 37, creation, soul expression, something new. Here we go. So we just talked about opportunities for something new. And here she is. She's, you know, this is the growth of something, right? Building something, creating something. So some of you have some real creative abilities. Some of you can be, you know, like you could be someone who is an expert in garden design, or you could have an IG or a Facebook page on gardening. It's like 8,000% increase in gardening in the last couple of years. So if you love to do things or flower arrangement, if you're an artist, if you're anything, I mean, this is just a card of believing in yourself and your abilities to create, because all of this yellow means believe in your ability to express what's within your soul. Okay. And some of you need to dig in a little bit to figure out what that is, because whatever you create, whatever you think of, if you give it a little bit of attention and a little bit of energy, something beautiful is really going to grow. Because 37 is a 10, that's a 1, that's about a new beginning. And remember, I said birth and rebirth is part of this card to begin with. Okay, so really positive energy supporting, again, creating something that your soul has longed to do for a long time. And then you have 2 cards here, gratitude. Focus on the things you do have rather on the things that you don't or can't have. Gratitude is another form of prayer. Practice daily. Appreciate everything and everyone in your life. So gratitude is an incredibly high vibrational energy. It carries a frequency. It carries a message to the universe, okay? And gratitude in the smallest of things helps to alchemize those things that we feel like we're missing out on into things that we expect and hope for in our future. And they're ringing my left ear. So it puts us in that mindset of, I do have abundance in my life, and I'm going to build upon that. I'm going to continue on. And then the other card you have is 49, growth. Growth requires you to step out of your comfort zone. Growing pains can help you in gaining wisdom and experience. The old must be left behind before growing in the new. And that's exactly what this says, right? Release what you've been carrying and lighten up new joys on the way. So a lot of shifts in energy, and Spirit's even showing you this is how you do it, okay? This is what you do to help that. And I'll just show you what the card was underneath that. Renewal, rebirth. And we talked about that here. Examine what you resist discarding. That's that tower moment. Reassess what needs to be renewed and given a fresh start. Clean up all the things around your life that are cluttering your life. So some of the things that might be cluttering your life are maybe old thoughts, old fears, maybe people who don't support your ideas. Maybe you're in a job that it's not going anywhere and the writing's on the wall. Maybe you're in, like in the United States, the tech industry is really suffering. Some of the banking systems, especially those with cryptocurrency and that sort of thing, are really suffering. So maybe you're going to be pushed to move into something different, something better, something more in alignment with you. And then you have the web weaver, synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. So here we have 4 and 4, 44, master number. So, the thing about this card, synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect, this is where I said start to kind of pay attention to some of the messaging around you to give you some guidance, to give you some assistance, because even though we think we're all alone, right? We're like all alone in the middle of the ocean. There's no one there to help us. And it's, if it's not the sharks that we have to worry about, it's the storm or the sun or lack of water or whatever. We feel like that. We feel deserted. And Spirit is saying you're never alone. And that's part of the shift in this energy, is so that we can kind of quiet the mind to all the negative energy and words and dogma and things that are all around us in the news, in the media, on social platforms, which are getting very volatile. So that's the need to connect in with our higher self, right? And 44 always brings that angelic energy to support you. And then you have the camel boy, small steps, asking for help. Here's another master number 33. This is about calling in the ascended masters. So first we have angelic energy coming in to support you. Here we have 33, the ascended masters. Certain ascended masters can help you with your path forward. Shawwal Kuhl's about your life purpose, okay? You can ask Melchizedek. You can ask Mary Magdalene. These are all deities, divine ascended masters that can help guide us along the way, or many others. And then your other card is the eyes of beauty, positive expectations and clarity. So once again, big shifts in energy for you about what's to come. All right, angel, spirits, and guides. What else do we have? What else in the abundance? All right, full moon in Scorpio. So some of you may have some Scorpio placement. Breathe through the tension. So there's been a lot of stress. There's been a lot of worry. There's been a lot of concerns. This is about breathing through, kind of connecting with your emotions, right? These water signs are always about our emotions. For Scorpio, what is your passion? Because that really drives you as a sign, as a sun sign. This has a lot to do with finances. So for some of you, this is, another message about changes in your finances. If we can let go, right? Release and let go, we're going to see growth. We're going to see positive expectations. And then you get yet another card about your emotions. Take a breather. So that's twice about breathing. So there's been a lot of fear and a lot of tension and a lot of concern about the home place, about your family life, about your overall security and stability. So Cancer energy coming through. This is Spirit saying, you've got the 6 of Swords, right? The 6 of Swords, which is Spirit coming in. You've got Judgment here. You've got so many positive cards, but Spirit's asking you to like really kind of connect in with yourself, your higher self and your intuition, so that you can kind of push the fear out and start to trust and believe in yourself a little bit more, because there's a lot of financial and material gain here for you and opportunities to create a product, a job, a situation, something that's going to improve things for you. Okay, and you have cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. So beautiful protection. And I said, 44 and 33, you're never alone. And then you have protected from negative forces. So that's beautiful energy to support you. And then here, bird perched, waiting for news, a package or a letter. So you may have an email about a job opportunity, about money you weren't expecting, about an opportunity you never thought of. Maybe you can get online and join a group and kind of partner in your community on different ways to create something. There's money here and growth here for you. There's a lot of chances for you to create. There's a lot of things here that show you, and the ring in my left ear, that most definitely things are going to improve for you. We have July, so that's Cancer in July. So you may see changes for you happening in July. For some of you, this might be because you're Cancer. And then you have Star, guaranteed success. So you might have Aquarian energy. And then the last card you have is wealth. All right. So again, money coming through for you, improved material situation, right? You're being able to support yourself, to do well, to do exceedingly well, right? To come out of your shell, to show yourself and others what you can bring to life, and then just bask in that abundance, bask in that creativity, okay? All right, so that's what I have for you. If something resonated, please like and subscribe. As you go forward, I wish you peace and joy. Namaste. Hi, Pal 2. This is your choice. This is the Lover's card. Maybe you can see the image of these two people in this flame of color of light, okay? So many of you know that this card was originally called the Choice. Sometimes when we meet someone, we don't feel like we have a choice. There's this deep connection, this deep knowing, right? This deep feeling that we can't even describe in words. And those are generally people that we come to find can be considered our twin flame, our soulmate, whatever word you want to use, divine partner. For some of us, we do have the choice. We have the choice to wait and find that type of energy to share our journey with, our life with, okay? So for some of you, this is about, knowing that that person is coming into your life, that kind of energy. For some of you, this is about taking a deeper look at your current relationship and see if the things that are associated with this card are things that you feel or you think you're on that particular path at this time. So this card's about, sharing an existence with someone, right? It's about sharing through the peaks and the valleys. We go through this crazy journey in this third dimension that's full of peaks and valleys. And sometimes we're in periods of valleys for a long time before we hit another peak. Can the relationship that you're in sustain that? Do you feel like you're in the right place with that person? Or is there someone coming into your life who's going to represent that for you? Okay, this is a lot about the passion that we have, the desire we have for another person, and the way we want to give that to another person. But it's also about receiving that in kind, right? In balance. So what we give and love and devotion and appreciation and passion and fire, we need to get that back. It has to be balanced. And then, lastly, this is about that long-term commitment, that sacred union, that soul deep passion. So it's, do we have that? Is that what we're looking for? This card represents you making the choice. If I don't have that, then this is what I'm looking for. And Spirit is bringing this into your field, okay? Because we all exist in a quantum field. We all have energy. So if your twin or your soul or your next great love, that person was, and they're giving me full body chills, that person was someone you contracted with before you incarnated here, and you agreed to come into each other's lives at a certain time. And for some of you, those people will be in your life for a lifetime. For some of those people, they'll be in your life for an extended period of time, but there will be great blessings and great love, okay? All right, so let's see, what else do we have? What's happening for group 2 with regard to love for group 2, please, angel, spirits, and guides? What do we have? All right, so we have the 7 of crystals. Okay, so the 7 of crystals is the 7 of pentacles. Let's see, what else do we have? This is the Queen of Cups. The Chariot, that's your Cancer energy. The Hermit, it's called Reflection, Virgo energy. And the 2 of Pentacles. So for some of you, they're pointing this card out to me. This is the 7 of crystals, 7 of pentacles. This is some of you feeling like, is there actually someone like that out there for me? Is this something that's ever going to come into my life? Where's the potential for me? Where is this person to be found? Why can't I find this person? Okay, why can't I finally be with someone who represents all those things that I'm looking for in a relationship? Okay, and what's interesting is you have the card reflection here. So when we see the Hermit in this card, and I love that it's called reflection here, it's kind of like, do you need to take a moment and reflect on the relationships you've had or haven't had, depending on how you look at it? Do we need to see if there's patterns there, something we need to learn? Is there an opportunity to kind of look within and see, is there something within us? And this is done not intentionally, but is there something within us that we are kind of sending out to the universe that's bringing these types of people in? And I'll give you the perfect example. So for me, I had a father who was very handsome, very charismatic, but he was very volatile. He had very low self-esteem. He was abused. He had all kinds of problems. So he ended up being someone who repeated those things. So when I got into a situation where I was with someone who was very significant in my life, they were very handsome, they were very charming, they were very engaging. But again, they had serious abandonment issues and trust issues and all of these things. And they ended up being a really toxic partner. All right. So it took me a while to realize that what I had experienced as a younger person actually was something that I was connected to, not intentionally, but subconsciously, and that brought something out. So I had to do some inner work to see what was it about me that was kind of bringing in these codependent relationships. Maybe for you, it's about how do you allow people to treat yourself, or do you need to realize that you deserve better? So for many of you, this is moving on to a relationship that is stronger, very grounded. You have the Queen of Cups and the Chariot, Cancer energy twice. That is beautiful, harmonious energy about someone that you build a home with, you build a future with. You have cohesive relationships that exist in harmony. You build a family, okay? You're both in touch with your emotions, and you've made a conscious choice to, after this reflection, just honor yourself enough so that you bring these people into your life. For some of you, this is a situation where, is this what exists in your relationship at this time? And if not, maybe there's further reflection that's necessary. Maybe there's a little bit more insight that you need to take, because we always have the choice. And the Two of Orbs is about making a choice, and this original card was about the choice. Some of you might be trying to choose between two different people. Okay, some of you, I'm getting someone here is in an unhappy, not very good marriage, and there's an opportunity with someone else, but there's children involved, so you're uncertain as what to do there. And some of you aren't certain that you can ever get to this cohesive, balanced, harmonic relationship that gives you all that you're looking for, the passion, the intensity, the deep love. All right, for some of you who are Cancer, your Cancer placement, you need words and communication and affection and nurturing. You need that physical aspect. And for some of you, you may be with people who that's not how they communicate. So you're struggling with that. All right. And this reflection is, this is what I need and I'm not getting it. So you have a greater awareness of that. So this is a scenario of really examining your current relationship so that you make choices that provide you with great abundance of love and passion and acceptance, and that vulnerability that you can share with someone else without risk, right? Without someone like making fun of it or talking down to you about it or questioning you. You can be yourself. You can like take that mask off. For some of us, we have to wear a mask with certain people. So there's a lot of clarity coming in when you are going to be with this person. Now, with these cards here, so this is like mid-July to mid-August, or mid-August to mid-September for when you're going to meet this person for many of you, all right? So just to give you some timing, I know everything is fluid. We all have free will. If you make changes in your energy, you can change that. But right now, that's what we're looking at for timing. All right, angel, spirits, and guides. So the first card you have is Eagle Spirit. You are learning all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. So many of you, through these challenging times, these last few years, have really started to reevaluate yourself. And this is that reflection, right? And kind of really get in touch with what you need. And you've realized you've had this uneasiness or this nervousness or this anxiety or maybe even some health issues where something just isn't right. All right. So this is you awakening to your spiritualness, to your connection with the universe, where you're starting to see that the things that aren't in alignment with you, it's almost like if you look in a mirror that's shattered, everything's fractured, right? Everything's very disharmonic. It's very unpleasant and kind of unsettling to look at. And you're kind of seeing that, all right? And eagle always represents spirit. And then you have Raven. The universe is calling you to notice important synchronicities. So again, with this greater sense of spiritual awareness, which we get with the hermit, with reflection, right? With that greater sense of spiritual awakening and an understanding of what we need to make us feel what we're looking to feel, right? Because we are here to experience amazing relationships, amazing love, deep, soul deep love, right? But we need to really understand within ourselves, and then from there we can move into this amazing energy. So that, this is confusion, this is making a choice, this is understanding, and then this is moving into a beautiful dynamic relationship. And then we have Archangel Haniel, joy, blessing, intuition, number 15. Okay, so this is very synchronistic with this card here, right? This intuition, this is all the expansion that we receive in this reflection mode, in this hermit mode, in this, am I on this journey? Does it feel right? Is it expanding me? Is it helping me feel happy? Is it helping me feel like I'm growing? Does it feel like I'm on a positive pattern, a trajectory to bring more blessings and joy into my life? All right, so Archangel Haniel coming through. 15, it reduces to 6. That's about the heart and love, okay? So we have the lovers, that's 6, and then we have 15, which reduces to 6. Again, this is about you connecting in to that heart space. Am I getting what I need? If not, do some of this reflection and make a choice. And this energy, this partner will be there for you. It will be part of your future, all right? And we get intuition and synchronicities again. So Spirit talks to us in very synchronistic messages. All right, and then you have another number 15. So 15 and 15, both of those are a number 6. So again, the number 6 might be significant to you, but this is about love. This is about the heart space. All right, and then we have naked. Do you feel exposed or outed in some way? What is making you feel inadequate, or who is making you feel inadequate, guilty, ashamed, or vulnerable? What do you need to release? So this is just a really nice card to support what we already know about when we can release those things that make us feel less than, or those old experiences, or those old self-limiting beliefs, or those old traumas. We open ourselves up for this amazing relationship, right? That brings in so much joy, blessing, and then of course all the amazing passion and love that we're looking for. And this is at the bottom of the deck, 33, love. Your relationship with yourself and others needs reassessing. So here's that reflection. Open up to the love others by unblocking negativity. Embrace love without fear. Make it unconditional. So this is where you're moving into. Whenever we see 33, that's about freedom. It also represents the ascended masters. It's another master number. So you have synchronicity here with 15 and 15. So then 15 might be important to you. It reduces to 6, so 66, 33. Again, notice these synchronicities, all right? You are going to be prompted. You're going to start to get messages from spirit on how to move towards this beautiful love, this soul deep, life-changing love. That is all part of the plan for you. Sevens in tarot always mean the divine is coming in. There's going to be some kind of assistance from the cosmos. So this is a change, a shift that's happening. And then you have sisters of the seasons, cycles of growth, natural law, and divine order. Right? So this is the universe putting everything in order so that you can meet this person, so you can be with this person, so that you can figure out if this is the person that you really need or want in your life. A lot of clarity, divine order, all right? Reduces to 8. 8's about the self, self-reflection, self-awareness, self-understanding. So we can move into a place where we feel incredibly happy, incredibly connected to someone in that deep way. And then the other card is the cosmos, creativity and vastness. Again, spirit coming in for assistance, spirit coming in to help, spirit coming in to help you connect so that you can find that person, be with that person, assess if that person's there. Pisces, first quarter moon in Pisces, honor your feelings. Yes. Honor your feelings, trust your feelings, connect with your feelings, all right? Put boundaries around yourself for some of you so that you can really quiet what other people say to you, or quiet those old thoughts, all right? And check in with your emotions and your feelings. What do you feel? What do you need? Do you have that now? If not, then you have a choice to make. Are you connected with what you really need? So in that next relationship that's coming in the near future, you can communicate that to someone. And then you have new moon and Aquarius, open to change. So maybe the relationship will be with Aquarius, maybe it'll be with a Pisces. Open up to change. So Aquarians to me always have that free spirit. They're open. They're kind of non-conventional, non-conformist energy to me. So maybe you need to think a little bit differently, open yourself up to a different type of person that you maybe in the past wouldn't consider, right? Not my type. I don't go for that. All right, let's see what else. So you have, oh my gosh, so you know what, look what flew out. I said July, and here's July. So there's that. Okay, mule, someone is extremely stubborn and willing to change. So for some of you, it is a relationship that needs to be reassessed, that needs to, put some energy into, is this right for me? And then love. So this is you getting confirmation again and again from spirit that you are going to find that great love, that you are going to be in a situation where you're going to have amazing love. And then the last card you have is Seahorse, family matters. So seahorses mate for life. So this is that long-term committed relationship. That is that sacred union, that twin, that divine counterpart, whatever you want to use. But this is that someone who, and they're ringing my left ear, this is someone who you're meant to be with long-term because they honor you, they love you, they are supportive of you. The relationship is incredibly passionate. It's got a lot of heat, but it's got a lot of love and a lot of longevity they're giving me, and levity, meaning light, a lot of laughing, a lot of happiness. All right. So that's what Spirit wants for you. So again, we have a lot of synchronicities with the cards here with regard to relationships, current or future. All right. So that's what I have for you. If something resonates, you like some aspect, please like and subscribe. As you go forward, I wish you peace and joy. Namaste. Hi, Pile 3. This is your choice. This is the star. This is that beautiful Aquarian energy. I love the image on this because it shows a lot of the beautiful imagery from Dendera in Egypt. So really beautiful. All right. So what does the star represent? The star is that energy that is wide open, arms open, allowing, receiving, recovering. It's like the embodiment of our hopes for the future, what inspires us, healing from the past, moving on towards the blessings that are coming towards us with great optimism. It asks us to contemplate ascension. What does that mean, right? Spiritual awakening. What does that mean for us? And what's our part in that? And how are we going to integrate that information into our internal journey so that we can better navigate or circumnavigate the journey we're on here in the 3D, which can be challenging to say the least, especially the last few years. This is a lot about what we come to expect in life. So it talks about joy and hope and, like I said, blessings. Some of our aspirations, looking for guidance, greater sense of awareness and connection to the cosmos as well as within, and a lot of trust and faith. Okay, that's a big part of that comes through. All right, so let's see what else we have. So, for some of you, this is about like a restart, okay? For some of you, this is about reaching for the stars, reaching for something better. This is about, he's on this boat, right? And he's going to the afterlife, and he's got his Ankh here and his staff. This is about moving into something that's been waiting for you, that's better for you after a lot of challenge and trauma and difficulties. Okay, ascension is always about great growth that can sometimes be uncomfortable, but it comes after something that needed to be removed from your life because it was so detrimental to where you're supposed to go. Okay, it was so out of alignment. So we come with the star with a little bit of old wounds, right? Still some road rash, some scars, but with a greater sense of hope and understanding and faith, right? Oftentimes when I get comments back from people, they say, I claim this, I bring it on, I'm ready. And I love that energy because it's picking yourself up yet again, because we have to do that often on this journey, and be ready for something better, be ready for something that's a little bit more fated for what our soul signed up for when we decided to incarnate here, okay? All right, so let's see what else we have. 7 of Orbs, which is the 7 of Swords. This is the Knight of Swords. The Ace of Cups. Oh, there's 2 there. The Queen of Cups. And the 4 of Cups. Okay. So interesting. Swords, air energy, right? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Cup energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And then we have Aquarian energy. Right away when I look at these cards, we can see these are all about our emotions, how our emotions flow or don't, how we connect or get connected with our emotions, and the effect they have on us. And then this is all the energy of the thinking mind. What role does our mind play versus our emotions and our heart? What has more control over the choices we make and how we move forward? Our mind or our heart? Where do we place our trust and our faith when we move forward and make choices in our life with consequences that can be beautiful and amazing, or quite detrimental and difficult, with our emotions in our heart or with our head? So for some of you, this is about kind of releasing this kind of extreme polarity and finding this center space, this point of neutrality where you find balance and wholeness. And this comes with a great sense of overcoming great challenges because you have the Seven of Orbs here, right? So this is the Seven of Swords. So what this shows is that you've been through and experienced some challenging things that have had a lasting effect on you, okay? They make you question yourself, the world, people, situations. A lot of you, your trust has been, tested time and time again. You feel like there's no faith. How can so many of these situations continue to happen to you? So this is pretty difficult, dense, challenging energy. And what's interesting is the card that is on the extreme side of your deck here, your spread, is the Four of Chalices. Well, guess what? When you've been through a lot of this detrimental, heavy, dense energy, it has an impact on your heart, your soul, and your emotions, right? So here she is. You can see the water starting to get a little bit more churned up. And there's these 3 cups back here, and she's not even looking. She's got her head up here asking the universe, I need some help. I need some guidance. I need some healing. I need someone to save me. I need to be able to save myself. And then there's this beautiful dolphin bringing her this cup, and dolphin represents Sirian energy, cosmic energy, universal energy of here, trust, there is another opportunity. But because of all of this, she's not even willing to look at it, okay? This is a state of being that keeps us really stuck in some negative, difficult energy where we just can't find our way out and we start to lose hope. But what I love is that right in the middle, it's like the dolphin is bringing this Ace of Chalices, this Ace of Cups. This is new energy. This is energy of bringing things into our life that brings us a lot of happiness, a lot of peace, a lot of joy. Why? Because our journey has caused us to move into that ascension that we talk about with the Star card. The Star card's about looking towards the future, the hopes and the blessings, changing the energy to the potential, the what if. So for this group, I see a lot of healing that takes place, a tremendous amount of connection to the divine. A lot of you have spent a lot of time and energy working on healing yourself, and you do so much to, no matter what life sends you, you always try and continue to push forward. And Spirit is coming through with this star energy to say things are changing for you and you are going to feel a lot more balance. This is the Queen, and they're ringing my left ear. This is the Queen of Cups in this energy, Cancer energy coming through. This is you connecting with your emotions and then understanding what you need to feel centered, loved, safe, and secure, as well as very connected to your intuition, because this is a lot of psychic energy that comes through, intuitive energy. Okay, this is ruled by the moon. The moon is about our emotions and our intuition. So you really stepping into some self-empowerment, some self-love, a greater understanding of who you are deep inside. So a huge shift in emotions, and you're going to start to see your reality shift, okay? Because this is the Knight of Orbs, the Knight of Swords, things changing, new energy coming in quickly, new things that set you up for beautiful opportunities. Maybe to teach other people what you've learned in this process, maybe through your art, maybe through the written word, maybe through communication, maybe through teaching, maybe through mentoring, maybe through some kind of platform. But this is you really emerging. You look like this. Look at how this cup is emerging and overflowing with grace, with peace, with love. And when that energy is balanced and in a state of harmony, okay? When the mind, the body, and the spirit, when those subtle bodies start to become balanced, start to become integrated in one, amazing things happen in our material world, in our spiritual world. Amazing changes take place. So I see this group as a group experiencing a lot of change after challenge. And then we have Blackbird. The magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. Look at that. Yes, that is so perfect for these cards. You have amazing opportunities coming towards you to use the experiences you've had, the growth, the learning, the understanding to make huge shifts. And you are going to be a way shower. You are going to show others how to do that. It might be in a formalized way, but it might just be you're that person who can help people feel grounded, feel safe, right? You're the one holding that light. And it's so important to hold the light for yourself and for others. So it's just really beautiful energy. And then you have the turkey. Honor your own time of harvest. Offer your gifts and blessings as service to the greater good. I mean, the synchronicity is like crazy with these cards today, but beautiful energy. And when we share that light, when we move forward with that kind of energy, we get greater blessings, okay? We get more. It's kind of, they're showing me the picture. Kyle Gray has a deck. It's Ancestors and something. I can't remember the title of it, but there is a merchant, and it's called Energy Exchange. He is exchanging good energy, good services, good cheer, and more of that comes back to them. Okay, so I love that card because it's like the more we give, regardless of our circumstances, the more we get back. So if you can share your experiences with someone who's going through a difficult time, that's a perfect example of that. If you can create some content to help people do that, that's going to be something that's going to help you kind of springboard into some kind of opportunity, some kind of healing energy work, some kind of opportunity where just your shift in you and your emotional state is going to change your vibration, in that people are going to recognize you. They're going to say, you know what, this person would be great for this job, or this person would be a great part of our team. Or you meet someone and they're like, something about this person just, I can't draw my eyes away from this person, right? So this is big shifts in your energy. Your vibration is going to make big shifts in your life that are going to bring great emotional fulfillment and happiness. Beautiful energy. And then you have sensitivity and strength, tapping the forces within. Yeah, that's all of that inner work that happens with the star, all of that healing, okay? And then you have two more cards. Prosperity, abundance, and success. That can be financial abundance. That can be a greater sense of spiritual connectivity where you feel at peace and you don't feel so uneasy in these changing, crazy times. This can be prosperity in every way you think of it, right? Love, money, that sort of thing. And then the other card you have is the healing heart, love, acceptance, and romance. So for some of you, you know, the Four of Chalices and the Seven of Swords, so Seven of Swords, Four of Cups, that was leftover hurt. That's leftover emotions from bad, toxic relationship. That's leftover emotions and hurt from when you were a very small child that you've carried into your adulthood. And they're ringing my left ear, so that applies to someone very specific here. All right, and then you have, okay, so you have intuition. Look at areas in your life that need decisive action. Search your heart for the right answers. Listen to the messages that come from your intuition and follow through. Okay, Queen of Cups, all about intuition, right? All about abilities. So many of you, and you can see this image here, you're going to get intuitive hits. The veil, you've heard this, the veil is thin. Why is the veil thin? Well, there's a shift in energy that's taking place not only because of the light codes that are coming from the sun to the earth, but also because the change in energy of the earth herself and the change within each and every one of us, all right? So we have an opportunity to really, really start to connect to those higher realms so that we can make big changes in our life and get some assistance, all right? And then you have creativity, take a risk. If you are led to a creative life, invite creativity into your life, create something new for yourself. So again, opportunities to create, following your intuition, healing from old relationships and moving into something where you feel prosperous in your life because you've come into your own. You understand who you are and what it is that you want. And the last card you have is magic. Shift your focus to a positive view. We are all interconnected, linked by a magic thread. Believe in yourself. You have magic in you. Yes, each and every one of us do. And that's that star card representing that, as well as the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Chalices. So opportunities for love, opportunities to create, opportunities to connect with the magic within you. The magic within you, not once but twice, okay? For some of you, because this is number 38, this is part of the path that's meant for you. All right, what else, please? The Ringmaster of Scrutiny, Discernment, Clear Vision, and Details. Yeah, this Adept of Orbs, this is that Knight of Orbs. This is that clear discernment, that vision, the information, shifting, changing, and coming to you, and you knowing what to do with that for your highest and greatest good. And your other card is the Winged Wise Ones, number 34, Angelic Help, Miraculous Aid. Okay, again, with that star card, we have the universe coming in. Anytime we see an ace, the ace is the universe, the cosmic energy, the angelic help coming in to make big changes in our life when we're ready to play our part in that role, okay? So beautiful movement towards something abundant. We have new moon in Aquarius, open to change. So you may have Aquarian placement. It's time to be open to something new, right? 4 of Chalices, we take that last cup that the universe is giving us. Then we have last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind, okay? We talked in the very beginning, the contrast with the thinking mind and the emotions, all right? Clear the thinking mind, connect into that heart space. Ooh, they're flying out. Okay. Teardrops, great personal sorrow. Yeah, we had that 7 of Swords here, so we know that some of you have gone through a lot of pain, a lot of disappointing relationships, just a really tough time. So that healing is coming through for you now. And then we have Horseshoe, good luck. So I love to see that. And then we have Carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Yeah, for some of you, this is a physical move into a place that's a little bit more supportive of what it is that you want and what you need to support your energy and your efforts going forward. For some of you, this is more of an emotional and mental movement, okay? And then the last card is Bag, something important such as a new job or a raise. So all of these cards continue to show that there's a variety, depending, because this is a general read, there's a variety of opportunities coming towards each of you with this shift in energy that's surrounding you. So it's very positive, and again, it's a general read. So for some of you, it's about love. For some of you, it's about creating something that'll improve your situation financially to support yourself. For some of you, this is about a spiritual awakening that shifts your consciousness in a way that's yet to be determined. Because when we move into that, it's so beyond what we can imagine at the time in which we're experiencing it. We just kind of have to hold on and just, be open to all the amazing things coming our way. All right. Okay. So this is what I have. If something resonates, please like and subscribe. As you go forward, I wish you peace and joy. Namaste.